What is going on, Life Fitness Coaches? Welcome to another episode of the Change Lives Make Money Online Trainer podcast. It is your boy, Brian Mark. And in today's episode, we've got PODCHATS. Now, for those of you guys that do not know what PODCHATS is, let me explain. Once you are a client of PT Domination, which you should become a client because we're fucking awesome, you can come on once a week and ask me and Cole anything. Fortunately, Cole's not here because he's a midget. No, I'm just joking. He's in Australia and he is representing PT Domination at the Clean Health Live. But you guys get B Mark today. Now, just really quickly, if you're on PodChats and you haven't gotten a virtual ticket yet, you're fucking baked. Okay. So I'm going to drop the virtual tickets in the chat box. Virtual is free. We're fucking sold out for the event. So you can't come to the actual event, but the virtual is free and you guys should get a ticket. It's in the chat box. It's going to be sick. It's on May 3rd, all that good stuff. If you're listening to the podcast, I will put the virtual in the description of this episode. And if it's not, then you can DM me on Instagram with the word virtual and I'll send you a ticket. Without further ado, let's get into PodChats. Troy Dufay. Is it Troy Duffy or Dufay?
It's Duffy, man. So I've been implementing quite a few things that, like last week when I was on here, you gave me some gems to walk away with, and Cole too. So my views are going up. I'm getting more people to my page.
Love that.
So yeah, big wins all around in that regard. So my challenge right now is that it's not growing the business as much as I would like it to. I would really say my bottleneck is like, I'm at about a 50% closing rate last time I checked. So I would need to update that. But the problem is I'm only getting like 3 or 4 calls booked a month. I was watching Cole's one of his DM trainings last night, because I think that that's something I need to really work on, specifically for me, being a little bit more social on social media and interacting with the people who are interacting with me. So like one commitment after watching that last night is to add 30 minutes of my day to do just that every day. But I'm kind of, other than that, like, I'm kind of coming on here being like, what is it? Just more volume, work harder, or is there other things that I could be doing as well?
Great question. So I'm going to ask a series of follow-up questions. What's your schedule for your call to actions?
So that's a great question. I've
okay.
been doing one a week on stories, and it hasn't been it's been a light one. It hasn't been a very direct one.
That's one of the problems. People aren't just going to fucking line up and say like, hey, can I pay you my money?
Are you sure? No, I'm just kidding.
I wish. That'd be fucking great. Yeah. You guys wouldn't need me.
Yeah.
But so one problem is that like, we don't get if we don't ask, you guys, and you got to fucking ask. And the more that you give, Troy, the more that you can ask. And so if you guys look at my Instagram stories, I pretty much ask every fucking day. And I also post 3 reels a day. So like I'm posting 3 reels a day of high value content. So I can ask every day and my audience isn't like, fuck you, because they come to my page all the time, all day, and they get value. So the more that you give, the more that you can ask. I would say the give to ask ratio should be 3 to 1 minimum. That's not me. That's Gary V. Yeah. So with where you're at, bro, like you got to do 1 hard ask once a week, 1 soft ask. Exactly, Chris. The more that you give, the more that you can withdraw. Exactly. Deposit, withdraw. So yeah, dude, you got to ask twice a week. That's fucking bare minimum. So hard ask once a week, soft ask once a week. Okay. That will get you 1 to 2 extra calls per week. Out of curiosity, do you have a daily DM sequence? Like, are you talking to these people that are in your audience that are new to your page?
Yeah, 1000%. So every day I go in the morning and then I'll DM the people that are new coming to my page from the post before.
What do you say?
Thanks for interacting with my page. So that's something that I was watching the video last night from Cole.
Yep.
And he said, fuck that, no copy and paste.
I agree.
So
100%. That's why you're not getting responses. So I would say, Troy, thanks so much for the support of my content, brother. What are you enjoying most, the nutrition or the fitness content?
What are you enjoying most? I like that.
The nutrition or the fitness content.
Okay.
And then for somebody new that follows you, my favorite one is, hey, Troy, thanks so much for the follow, brother. Are you currently growing your online business right now, or are you just enjoying the content? ? So for you, it'd be like, are you on a fitness journey right now, or are you just enjoying the content?
Okay.
So that's the second thing. Third is, when's the last time you did a 14-day challenge?
2 months ago.
So do one right now.
Okay.
Every 6 weeks. Dude, yeah. I'm busy as fuck, and I still do 4-day challenges every 8 weeks because they work. Every time I see an influx of fucking clients, I do a 4-day challenge. And so like for you guys, the 4-day challenge, the equivalent would be 14-day challenge, because Troy, the name of the game, bro, is to collect as many fucking transformations and testimonials as possible.
1000%.
Because when you have testimonials and transformations, you can market all day, every day. Like if you guys look at my social media, look at my Instagram stories all day, every day, client wins, client wins, client wins, client wins, client wins. And it's like people that are in my audience that are like watching my reels, then go to my stories and they're like, what the fuck, dude? Not only is this guy giving value, but he's getting crazy results for his clients. Bam, they apply.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
1000%.
The good
So
news is that you're on the way, because if your views are increasing, then if you
yeah,
keep this pattern of behavior up for the next 3 months, then not
yeah,
only will your views increase, but your calls will start to increase. Your
yeah,
goal, bro, if you're making 3 to 4 calls a month, then your goal is to be getting 3 calls a week is the fucking new standard. But that's the game that we need to start playing, because 3 calls a week, you close at 50%, you have a $10,000 a month business in the next
for
3 months,
sure.
4 months.
For sure. So one quick follow-up question to this. So a lot of times when I do CTAs, when I do challenges, I get mostly because I'm still 30 hours a week in a gym. And I also teach classes for like 10 of those hours. So I get a lot of people just from those classes
I
that think
love
that.
that.
So, and I've converted some of them into clients. So like it has worked in the past. I've just started just being like brutally honest when they reach out and just being like, hey, this is for my online thing. Cause a lot of them will get confused and think that maybe it's part of the gym or something like that. So I just kind of nip that in the bud immediately. Is there anything else that you would say I should maybe do with my wording?
Yep.
Maybe
I would specifically say I would have it be focused around nutrition, because correct me if I'm wrong, but you can't offer nutrition at the gym. Am I right?
no. Well, I mean, to my one-on-one clients, not at the the class gym, to your point.
Exactly. So for
Yeah.
the people that come to the classes, you're like, I'm so glad that you're applying for this challenge, because now you like, obviously that means you understand the importance of nutrition and how like you absolutely need to have a nutrition plan if you want to get serious about your goals. Going to the gym is step one, but if you really want to get shredded, like the nutrition plan is there. So I'm fucking proud of you for applying. And
Okay.
you just plant the seed. Bam. It's the
Okay.
nutrition. Because it's true.
Yeah,
Like,
thousand
I can
percent.
go I can go to the gym fucking 6 days a week. If I'm eating McDonald's every day, I'm still going to be overweight. So
Thousand
you just
percent.
plant that seed in the fucking challenge, and then throughout the challenge, the sales call is the same thing. Glad you're going to the gym. You got 30% of the way. The other 70% is nutrition. So like, here's what my online coaching program looks like. Bam.
Okay, cool. So, and then just to make sure I'm hearing you correctly, so with the next challenge, make it like almost solely focus on nutrition, like throw a program in there too, but make the real focus of it the nutrition side.
Yeah, like learn how to burn fat and
Cool.
build muscle by eating foods that you love. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
the tagline is about nutrition, and obviously it's like then what they get is a worker program, training program, but like
Yeah.
you want to make it appeal to the nutrition aspect.
Perfect. Perfect. That's huge. Thank you for that. All right. I like that a lot. Thank you.
14-day abs are made in the kitchen challenge. I just made that up. It's actually really good.
All right. I like it. No, and a lot of my content's been leaning into the nutrition and people have been liking that lately. So I think this is the time for it. So thank you.
Perfect, brother. Keep it up. I see you.
All right. Thank you, man.
You're welcome. What's up, Paige?
All right, hey. So trying to figure out how to word my question. So
Your,
I just
your son
finished.
has a lot to say about it. I'm just chilling. I'm just joking. Go ahead. Hello.
So I'm kind of struggling right now, and I'm still like pushing through and doing everything that I need to do. I'm sending more DMs. I'm posting every day on social media. I just finished my 14-day challenge. I didn't sell any high tickets from there though, but trying to figure out what I can do moving forward to keep momentum going. I actually did, with celebrating a win, I have a link out for another call. So get another call booked, but I've been spending 14-hour days on my phone, just making sure I'm still focusing on my business, which makes it kind of challenging with kids and everything. So I guess my question is, what can I do to keep moving forward and actually start getting sales?
Yeah. So walk me through your daily activity every day.
I wake up, do
Wait
some,
1 second before I ask that. What happened in your 14-day challenge? Did you end up booking phone calls?
I booked 2 phone calls. One of them I did get on the phone, and I did set the tone for the call and said I either want a yes or a no at the end of the call. Overcame most of her objections and kind of fought her over it too, because she kept coming up with excuses.
Yeah.
And then she said at the very end, she said, "Oh, I just wanted to get on the call to see your price." So I offered her monthly, then bi-weekly to try and fit her budget.
Yep.
And then even to pitch her a low ticket. And she's like, "No, I'm just not gonna do anything right now." And then I sent a reminder an hour before the call. She said, "Okay, cool, we'll be to talk." And then when I called her, she messaged me back and said she's at dinner with her husband. And I said, "Okay, cool. Well, I'm out of spots for this month. I don't have any more times to book a call this month, because I wanted to set the expectation and
Yep.
not just her kind of run over me."
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to do a screen share because you're putting in the work. So I want to fucking do some extra digging for you. First things first is we have to think about the business model. So the business model works like this. It's attract, convert, deliver. Attract is the first thing. Attract basically means getting more eyeballs on your stuff. If we don't have eyeballs on your stuff, you're basically like door-to-door sales. It's like fucking hard to like, it's hard to get people to buy your shit if nobody's paying attention to your shit. So when I'm looking at your content, the good news page is that you actually have some content that's doing pretty fucking well. Stop destroying your metabolism. So like that has 1,200 views. This one right here, where the fuck is it? 1,700 views. I love that fucking hook. Where's the other one? So there's what I want you to do, Paige, is I want you to, here's your homework. Make a list of your top 10 performing videos in the last 90 days. And I want you to look at the hook, the first 3 seconds of the video, the subject of the actual video itself. And I want you to make more content like that, because we won't, like, it's like this one right here, right? 1,500 views. If all your videos start getting 1,500 views, we're having a different conversation, right? But it's like, if all of your videos are getting 300 views, it's like, it's hard to get clients from that. So that's number one. Number two is like, you need to play the game of attraction. And attraction is what you're doing in those Facebook groups, even though it might be a long play. The fact that you're in those groups and engaging means that people are going to come to your page. I believe I'm a Facebook fucking up. Yeah, you do have a transformation of before and after. So like having a before and after at the top of your page, I think that we should add a potentially a transformation photo in this right here as well. So that when you're in the groups and people come to your page, they can clearly see that you're a coach. All of the game that you need to play, Paige, is how do I get more eyeballs on me? That's the only thing you need to focus on right now. Like DMs, cool, but like I would rather you focus on getting more eyeballs on you, as in focus more time on your content. Because if you get more eyeballs on you, you get to spend less time in the DMs hunting down people, because people are going to be reaching out to you. The whole game that you need to play is more eyeballs on me.
Okay, yeah, and I've been trying to recreate, which is why, especially on Instagram, more of my reels have been doing better.
Yep.
Still not seeing a lot of engagement. I did look at my watch time. It's averaging from 7 to 10 seconds. So
Okay.
kind of at that point is when they drop off. So after I do that first line and that hook, then there's something that's happening there.
So you should look at your videos and ask yourself, how can you make it more engaging at the 7-second mark? That's the game that you need to be playing.
Okay.
That game over the next 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, now you start growing in followers. And when people come to your page because of your content, it's a lot fucking easier to sell them.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it. And then take your advice from last week. I've added a bunch of working mom groups and I'm posting in them every other day and keeping up on comments throughout. So I posted in like 5 already this morning.
Only a matter of time, Paige. You're doing all the right things.
Thank you.
Thank you. Joseph, what up?
What's up, Brian? So my win is that I batched this entire week of videos and I batched the entire week when I'm going to be in Canada. So I made
go, bro.
14 videos, edited all of them, all set. They're just waiting in the drafts to post. So I feel like a huge weight's been lifted off my shoulders, which is awesome.
Love that for us.
But my question is, so I've been doing my target has been guys struggling with confidence for like the past 6 months now.
Yep.
A lot of my connection posts don't really hit compared to my just nutrition advice. I do a lot of stuff like, hey, like you don't have to train like a bodybuilder. You can just be fit and like do other things. Like that's kind of like my avenue that I go to. So like I post a lot of like videos of when I'm getting at like Chick-fil-A, tropical smoothie, and like restaurants where I'm going out and I'm still staying within my calories. And those are like the best videos that I get. So my question is, because I've been doing, the guys with confidence for the past 6 months, and I'm starting to find a trend a little bit in nutrition posts and like nutrition value that I'm posting, should I shift and kind of be like, okay, not just towards guys and just, anyone looking to be better on in health in general? Or I just wanted to get your opinion, because I feel like my value posts for nutrition go a lot better. And I get like a mixture of guys and women reaching out to me, compared to if I just do connection posts about guys, I don't get as much connection between it, I feel like.
Okay, question. How many clients do you have right now?
I have 18.
18 clients, and they're all dudes?
No, so I brought a lot of them over from when I was in in-person training.
Yeah.
So I have 11 guys and 7 women, and I actually just signed up 2 women because one of them I met at the library and a conversation led into me training her. And then the other one, I was at the bank and a conversation led into me being a trainer, and then she signed up with me too. So I got 2 women. I wasn't going to say no, you know what I mean? Like I'm in a spot where I need the clients and they weren't crazy out of my realm to help.
Sounds to me like the avatar has chosen you, brother.
That's what I'm saying. I just wanted like some extra
Yep.
like reassurance in it.
Yep. I also dude, I'm all about first of all, for everybody listening to this fucking podcast, don't just change your avatar because your fucking content's doing a different thing, right? So I just want to throw that advice out there, because there might be somebody listening to this podcast that's like, oh, well, my content is like my bicep videos do well. So now I'm just going to teach people how to get fucking big biceps. So definitely not the move. But in your case, you've got 11 clients, 8 of them or 7 of them are fucking females. Dude, that like there's 50-50 right there. And so I think that there's 2 different avatars you can have. It's a person or a problem. A person is like, I help men burn 10 pounds of body fat in 90 days or less. A problem is I help men and women shed body fat without restricted diets or cutting their calories, whatever it is. But you can tackle the problem. So I think that I would lean into tackling the problem because it sounds like your avatar is choosing you.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna write that down quick.
Yeah.
All right. So my other question is kind of related to the event. So I'm not from Canada. I've been told in the group chats that there's no Uber in British Columbia,
Not true.
but like,
We got an Uber in Kelowna now.
okay. So but like, are they available at 4 o'clock in the morning?
Maybe.
Okay.
Where are you staying?
I'm saying like a few doors down from the event spot.
Okay. I 100% there's going to be somebody driving to the fucking gym. 100%.
That's what I was saying, but I was trying to figure out if I was gonna try an Uber, if I wanted to like rent a car because I'm gonna be right there, and they weren't that expensive. So I just wanted to see because I know if it was here, like where I can get an Uber at 2 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, no problem. And everyone else was like, "No, you might not get one."
That is true. It is so. Kelowna recently got Ubers, but Kelowna's Uber system is not very reliable. So personally, when I go to a new city, I always get a car. I always get a car because then it just makes it easier to get around. But yeah, Kelowna has Ubers. Are they super reliable? Not really. It's not like a busy fucking like city where like somewhere like, when I go to the States, it's like I can fucking get an Uber and there's a guy like down the street waiting to drive me. It's not really,
Always, yeah.
it's like, it's not a big city, but it's not a small city. It's like mid city. So it's like, it's available, but it's like, you're going to be fucking waiting.
All right, cool. All right, thank you. That a lot of weight off my shoulders with that. Thanks.
Are you excited for the event?
Oh, I'm hyped. I basically already have like half my bags packed.
We have, there's 205 people coming. It's 205 fucking trainers. It's going to be nuts.
I'm so excited. It's like my first like event, anything related to like anything like
Really?
flying by myself.
Bro,
So whole experience.
you're going to have the best time of your entire life. I'm fucking stoked.
Yeah, I'm excited.
How many clients have you signed? You started with me like 6 months ago, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So 18 clients in the last 6 months?
16. Actually, no, because I had a few drop off. 16 have been with me and stayed with me, but 20 in total. I lost 4.
Fist bump. I like to hear that shit. Good job, bro. Proud of you.
Thanks.
I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
What's up, Arthur?
Hey, what's up, Brian? I actually have a few wins to share. So I got really dialed in with my avatar. I'm speaking directly to one person now. And because of that, my content has been popping off and getting like double the amount of views. I'm almost at 3,000 followers right now. That's going great. Last week, I had 3 calls and I went 3 for 3.
Look at this fucking guy.
Yeah. And then my 14-day challenge started on Monday. I got like 10 people in it and 5 of them are absolutely slaying it. And in the application for the challenge, those 5 people said that they would be interested in my one-to-one coaching program. So it's looking really promising.
I fucking love all of that for you guys. Listen, you hone in on your avatar, your content pops off. Good shit. How can I serve you today, brother?
For sure. So in the middle of May, I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to be away for 10 days. And so I know that I need to start doing some content batching. And I've never really done that. I'm still kind of just doing it like day to day, shooting reels and editing them and then posting them day to day. So I'm wondering if you have any tips on like how to content batch.
Yep. So first things first is when you're doing it day to day, you're just going off of like the inspiration of the moment. That's what I used to do as well. It's like whatever I'm inspired for that day, I would write. So I would say content batching, you want to think about it in 3 different phases. So phase number 1 is ideation. You guys might want to write this down. Phase number 1 is ideation. So spend like 30 minutes to an hour ideating. My definition of ideating is like, don't go on social media and doom scroll, but you can go on social media. You can search, like, who's your avatar?
Men who are into heavy metal music who are looking to build muscle.
Okay. So that's a very good avatar. I like that. That's very specific. So you could just put like fucking burn body fat or like men's fat loss, search that as a term in Instagram. And then it's going to load a bunch of top performing content. Just go to the videos and start scrolling through the videos. So then you can get content inspiration. So step number 1 is ideation. I find 5, 10, 15 video ideas that are fucking fire that I feel like I could duplicate. Step number 2 is script writing. So once you've done like 30 minutes to an hour of ideation, you've got all your videos. Then the next step is to actually write the scripts. So spend an hour of undistracted, put your headphones on and fucking just write some scripts for an hour. Once you're confident in the scripts, step number 3 is to film. And well, I just film. I guess there's 4 steps for you. So film all of your reels all at once. Just block off a time where you feel good, do your fucking hair, whatever, and do all of your reels all at once. And then obviously step number 4 would be to edit your reels. So editing all of your reels and making sure that they look clean. So it would be a 4-step process. I don't edit my own, but yeah, that's what it would be. It would be a 4-step process. And then you'd be batched and ready for the whole week. In terms of the caption for the actual reel, I never used to put a lot of captions in the reels, but Instagram uses SEO now. So with the caption for the reel, just put the script for the video as the caption. And maybe you can change 1 or 2 things, but that's it.
Okay, awesome. That helps a lot. And for the script writing, do you kind of like just do like a rough draft of the script and then like maybe like try to edit the script from there?
Yes. So I'll write all of this. I'll just get all my thoughts out and then I'll look at it and I'm like, what doesn't need to be in here? So I just write freely. And then once I'm done, like to 5, 7, 8, 10 scripts, then I'll go over it and I'll be like, what words don't need to be in here? What are filler words or what are like, what's like an over explanation? And I'll take out anything unnecessary.
Okay, awesome. Appreciate that. I have one more quick question, if that's all right. I was wondering if you could recommend any books on sales that have helped you.
Books on sales that have helped me. Give me 1 second. How to Win Friends and Influence People. Have you read that?
Yes, great book.
Books on sales. I don't know if I have any books on sales. Something that would help you on sales for sure is look up Eli Wild on Facebook. Eli Wild. He's done coaching for us. He's like one of my homies, and join his free Facebook group. He's like gonna get like 1,000 people that request because I just made that recommendation. He's a fucking G though. He's really, really smart. I think he does a lot of live streams around sales. So that would be one of the places I would look. Learning sales. Do you follow Jeremy Lee Minor on Instagram?
No, I do not.
Follow Jeremy Lee Minor on Instagram. That's another really, really great place to learn sales. That's another place that I like to go to. I would say Andy Elliott, but Andy Elliott kind of just yells at you. Jeremy Lee Minor is more tactical. So yeah, I'll be honest, I don't really read a lot of books unless I have a fucking skill that I absolutely need to learn. But I just read a book on like sales management because I'm leading a team, but that wouldn't really be useful for you. So yeah, I would say Jeremy Lee Minor and join Eli Wild's Facebook group and tell him Brian sent you.
Awesome. I will do that. Thanks, Brian.
Hey, bro. Have the best day ever. Sup, Jackie?
Hi. So my win is I've been getting a lot of like people reaching out, inbound leads last week, which is like new for me. So that's really exciting. My question is, I've been doing a lot of like stories on my reels, like speaking and talking, just going off the riff on like value content kind of thing. And I think that's kind of why people have been reaching out. So my question is, could I repurpose them and put them on my page? Because they're like super, it's almost like a reel that I'm making on my story and like edit them. I wanted to get your thoughts on that. They're not like scripted and whatever. It's just kind of me like just going off about something.
Yep. I think that the only catch to that is I wouldn't have like any Instagram story icons on them. So like if you, let's say you put like a question box or like a voting poll, I think if you put that as a reel, it wouldn't perform well. But I think if you're just downloading the story, maybe you just download the stories and put them in the InShot and then you take out anything unnecessary and it has the main message. I think that could work really well.
Okay, awesome. And then my second question on this is I've had a lot of people reaching out the last couple of days and I'm going to be traveling the next 10 days. So I'm like, fuck, you know what I mean? So I wanted to I'm going to take calls while I'm traveling because I can't just be like, oh, I'll talk to you in fucking 15 days. So I'm going to do some of them, but I was curious as to like, I guess it's kind of like a future pacing question. When do you start selling in the DMs? I'm not there yet, but I wanted to get your opinion on that.
I do it when I'm absolutely strapped for time or when it's a necessity.
Okay.
So, like the first time I ever tried to sell in the DMs, I was in the fucking airport and I was on my way to Bali and it was actually Caleb Zisk. Who here remembers Caleb? Raise your hand. Caleb was one of our head coaches for a long time. He was like a mastermind student. He DM'd me. He's like, yo, I want to sign up. I want to fucking pay. How does it work? And I'm like, I'm jumping on a flight right now. Sorry, I can't talk. He's like, I want to pay you now. He's like, tell me how much it costs. So I was like, okay. So like, I just literally wrote up like a little description on Instagram. And again, this is like a really bare bones version of this. So if you're going to attempt it and it doesn't work the first time, don't get mad at me. But bare bones version would be like Jackie Reese's transformation program, 12 weeks of training, nutrition, and accountability designed to help you get specific results. Here's what you get. And then it would be like nutrition program, what you get, nutrition training program, what you get, just kind of listed out in a big text, accountability, what you get. And then I'll be like, investment is $997 for 12 weeks or comma $350 per month, ... And then I would send that and be like, which one of these two options works best for you? Another thing you could do if you wanted to sell over chat would be like voice notes. So you could send lots of voice notes and then like build that relationship over chat. And then you could just literally be like, listen, like I'm currently in the airport right now. So if you want, I can just send you some information over voice note and I can explain to you how the program works and you can let me know if that, if it works for you. Is that fair? And they're like, yep, that's fair. And then they give you permission to pitch. And then you could literally have your computer on you and that note written out that we just talked about. And then you could just say that fucking note in a voice note, but you could tailor it towards their goals. So you could be like, Jackie, so I know that your biggest goal right now is to lose that 20 pounds and you want to get in the best shape ever. I know you've hired a personal trainer that didn't work out for you before. So what we're going to do, it's going to be 12 weeks of training, nutrition, and accountability. And here's how that's going to work.
I love that. Okay. But you don't suggest going to sell by chat until like you're so booked like that you can't take it. You prefer to do the call.
Correct. And I'll tell you, I love sell by chat. So like, I still in the mastermind, I still teach sell by chat. I think it's fucking gangster. I think conversion numbers on calls, especially now that AI is a thing, is a lot higher. And the reason I think conversion on calls is a lot higher is because people don't even trust, people don't trust that we're not robots. Like I get asked if I'm AI or if this is a fucking bot, like probably 3 to 5 times a week now, which is it never used to be a thing. So, and you'll be able to collect more cash upfront and your conversion rates will be higher if you do phone calls. But again, if it makes a difference between you selling to somebody or not, because they're hot and ready to go and you can't get on a phone with them because you're traveling, like 100%, I would have a sell by chat option ready.
Okay. Awesome.
And
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I just want to jump in while you're doing sell by chat. I just want you to be like, okay with losing the sale, because if you go into it, you're like, I'm okay if I lose this. I just want to test this out. Like that's when it'll happen. But if you're like, I need this to fucking convert, it's going to be like stressful. So just go in to have some fun and then you'll be shocked with what you get. So have fun with it.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Have the best day ever.
Thank you too.
Wait 1 sec. Jackie, are you coming to Canada? You're coming to Canada for the event, right?
No, I'm not. I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to be in Florida.
I thought you were traveling. Man, I was like, fuck yeah. But
no, I'm actually going to an event this weekend and I'm going to see Eli Wild. He's going to be at the event. So that'll be cool.
Tell him Brian Mark says hi.
I will. I'll take a picture.
Eli and I are tight. I have like the most respect for him in terms of like his sales, probably the best sales guy I've ever met ever in my life. And
he's really good.
He loves my consistency. So me and him are really tight.
He's really good.
Yeah, he is.
Thank you.
Okay, bye. Mr. Michael, what's up, brother?
What's going on, man?
Fucking best day of my life. How are you? How's dad life going?
It's going great, man. I'm excited and pumped to come to see you guys next weekend. First trip coming out of Ontario by myself, first trip by myself, and first business trip, obviously, right? So with that, I have 2 quick questions. I'm running a 40-day challenge right now. I got 25 people being really engaged. This is day 3, so I'm trying to obviously get them on a phone. I'm trying to book a phone call. My question is, the people who left their phone numbers in the application form, what is the best way? What is the next message I should send after I say like, hey, Brian, is this you?
And they said yes.
Well, then they say like, who is this? I say, Mike, for the 40-day challenge. How's your day going? Or how's the challenge going so far? Like, what's the best way to be plain and simple and book that phone call with them?
Have you already sent these texts or are you about to send them?
Some already text message, some I haven't.
Okay. Exact DM sequence. Whether this is 40-day challenge, 14-day challenge, doesn't fucking matter. This is the text sequence. Mike, is this you? Question mark. The reason you asked that question is people are fucking curious as shit. 95% of the time, people will reply and be like, yes, who's this? Okay. And in the off time, the 5% of the time that they don't reply, the next day, you can just say ... it's Mike from Instagram, smiley face. So that's what you say if they don't reply. They're going to reply, yes, who's this? And you're going to be like, it's Brian Mark. Your coach for the 40-day challenge, smiley face. How's the challenge going? Question mark. And they're going to be like, challenge is awesome. I love it. Thank you so much. Blah, blah, blah. You're like, great. You left your phone number for a free 15-minute consult. So the next step is to get you booked into a calendar. And then I'd send the calendar link. Go ahead and book in now. Spots usually fill up quick. Send me a screenshot and let me know what time you pick. Period. Cool? Question mark. It'd be like, bam, bam, bam. They left your fucking number for a consult.
I feel that all my challenges I've ran, my last 4-day 2 months ago, they left their phone numbers. When I texted them, they gave me an excuse. No money, don't have time, don't want to do it.
So my follow-up question for you is, did you do it during the challenge or before the challenge?
Before.
Okay. So was it all the people or was it some of the people?
Some of the people I waited until the very end, and by then, like, they just ghosted me.
Yeah.
So this 4-day challenge, I didn't do anything before the challenge because it never works for me. So I'm going to try it now.
Yeah. So first things first is you got to know data. You can't say all the people, because then if you do all the people, you'll never want to do another challenge again because you're like, fuck this. There is always going to be a percentage of people that apply for something and they never take any action. It's the same reason why sometimes we get inbound leads that like apply to work with us. And then we go to book a phone call and they fucking ghost us. And we're like, what do you fucking mean you're ghosting us? You fucking apply for my pro coaching program. So like, it's going to happen. So what I would say is track the data. So like, I'm going to stand on this hill. That is the process. I will stand on that fucking hill. There's not really any point in building any more rapport in the DMs other than that, because you're just going to waste time, in my opinion, and you're going to cool the lead off. They left their number for a free consult. So I would say like, cool, like you left your number for a free consult. I'd love to help you like set up a game plan to make sure that you're good to go. I'll go ahead and book in now. Spots always fill up quick. Let me know time you pick, period. Cool question mark.
All right. My second question is, I had a phone call booked for tonight and did the DM script. And she messaged me today after I sent a little video message saying like, looking forward to her call. Said like, I hate to see it. My fiance said no, that I cannot join the gym. He'll be very upset with, because she wanted to join a gym that I go to. But I said, well, does she support you towards your health and fitness goals? He wants me to walk more, thinking I'm ridiculous to wanting to join a gym. It's frustrating. I'm sorry if I've wasted your time. I've never had this before. Like, obviously, it sounds like he's super controlling of her. But when she did my Calendly link, she was, for finance reasons, she's just by herself. So what's the best way? Like, what the fuck do I say to this? Like, I don't want to be rude, but like, come on. Like, you're saying that your fiance is controlling you and you can't go in a fucking gym to lose your 40 pounds?
Yeah. This is the thing, brother. This is a hard part about coaching. This is how I view it. There's things that are my problem and there's things that are not my problem. That sounds like a not my problem situation. Because let's talk about the best case scenario. The best case scenario, you convert this girl to join your online coaching program. She joins, 1 month in, she sends you a message being like, my fiance fucking hates you because I have to send you photos of my progress pictures every week, and he doesn't like the way your beard fucking smells, and I want a refund. That's the best case scenario. Like, there's no world where this leads to a fucking good path. So for me, I'm like, cool, I have the best. Here's how I would approach it, is I'd be like, totally respect that. If you ever get to a place where you want to put yourself first and start working on your goals and you're ready to commit regardless of what anybody else around you says, reach out to me, because I'd love to help you out. But like, until then, like, I can't help you if you're going to let your fiance make decisions for you. End of conversation.
And with her wanting to join a gym, thinking that's the answer to lose weight, I was also thinking about maybe just like you don't have to join a gym to lose weight. We can still put a phone call. We can talk about other ways that I can help you towards obviously your weight loss.
You could do that. I fucking wouldn't, but you could do that if you wanted to.
Okay. All right, man. That helps. Thanks.
I hope you have the best day of your entire life. Keep me posted on the 4-day challenge.
Sounds good.
You can update me when you fucking see me next week.
That's it.
Hey, bro. Talk to you soon. Hero, what's up?
How's it going?
Best fucking day of my life. How are you? You're glowing right now. Shit's popping over there.
Oh, thank you. The sun's out, so it's beautiful here.
I love it.
So my question is, so you say like every 6 weeks to run the 14-day challenge. I've done 14-day challenges in the past, but why I joined with you again is because I don't have those inbound leads. I haven't really grown the socials at all. So all of those 14-day challenges in the past were kind of same people struggling to get people into them. So looking ahead for like the next month, should I just skip the challenge for a bit and really focus on like social media and posting and stuff?
Yes.
Get more clients there.
Yes. That sounds like an optimal way for me. Tell me about your best performing content. Do you have a list of your best performing content?
No, content sucks.
Okay. Well, that's not true. Content doesn't suck totally, because
Mine does.
you're still making some money. So your content's not fucking trash. Can I give you some advice? Who's your avatar?
Woman over 25, ready to prioritize themselves and their health and happiness.
Okay. That sounds super generic. That might be one of
Yeah.
them. So thing number one is there a really good avatar training that Nick Matthews has done recently? Does anybody know of a good avatar training that Nick Matthews has done? Anybody on this call? There's hundreds of you guys here, and I'm sure one of you guys has watched one. Can anybody relate, or anybody know of a good avatar training that Nick Matthews has done? He's fucking a beast. If you do, can you do me a favor and tag Kira in it? Sarah Reimer, can you tag Kira in that avatar training? That's number one. Okay.
Yeah.
So go do that. That's first thing, because I want you to like, that is a big reason that your content isn't hitting, because it's not specific. Whereas like, if you look at my content, it's like, if you're an online fitness coach, if you want to make more money online, if you want to like grow your sales, whatever. So getting really specific with your avatar, I think, is really important. Second thing that I want you to do is, that's avatar. Once you decide this is the person that I want to target, and a really good way to think about this is like who you're already working with that you really love. So you decide this is the person that I want to target, the specific pain point. Then you go on Instagram, Kira, and search the term. So let's say it's like postpartum. I'm not saying you're going to target postpartum, but you would search the term postpartum. load the top performing videos. When it loads the top performing videos, you click on the person's profile that made the video. And oftentimes you'll find like a postpartum coach that's making viral content. Once you find that, then you can just scroll through for viral ideas that you can recreate. Because anytime something's viral, you guys, that's Instagram telling you, like, we like this. So if you create content like that, you will do better. Now, sometimes you find dog shit, sometimes you find gems. So you just like going through your ideating. So that's the second thing I'd do if I was in your position. The third thing I would do is ideation. I would make a list of your top 10 performing videos, Kira, in the last 90 days.
Yep.
And I would ask myself, what was it about this video that caused it to be top performing? What was the first 3 seconds of the video? And my definition of top performing, Kira, let's say all of your videos get 400 views as an example, but like if them hit 2,000 views or whatever. I want to know why those hit 2,000. So was it the hook, the first 3 seconds? Was it the subject of the video? Was it where the video was filmed? Like, were you in the kitchen or the gym? So analyzing your top performing videos and doing more content like that. So that's, as a whole, what I would focus on if I was Kira right now is avatar, then content research, then creating, like making a list of your top performing content and creating content off of that.
Okay. With that, you kind of brought up avatar. So another question, just quick, probably 90% of my clients right now are moms. I don't know why. I don't relate to moms. I don't really specify my content straight towards moms, but should I make that my sole avatar?
So they might be moms, but what else are they? Like, they might be moms, but they might work at a desk job. They might be moms, but they might be, business owners.
Yeah.
Moms, but they might be entrepreneurs. So like, what else are they besides moms? Because I guarantee you there's like something else in there that we could target that would be better. There might be moms, but maybe all of them have fucking done keto before. You know what I mean? So it's like, where's the commonality? And I wouldn't just look for the commonality, Kira. I would like look at my top like 3 to 5 clients. What do they do? Like, what are their struggles? What are their pain points? What were the things that they said in their client applications? What are the words that they're using in their check-ins? That's what I would target. That's what I focus on. Not necessarily the mom angle, because it's like hard, because if you're not a mom, and then I'm not saying that's not the answer, but I would say, what else are they? Because you can make content even if you're not a mom. Like, go look at Clayton Snyder. He's like in the mastermind. All of his content's towards busy moms. He's not a fucking busy mom. You're like Clayton Snyder. He's not a busy mom, but all of his content's towards moms.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. That's perfect. Thank you.
Cool. All right. Good to see you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Sarah, what's up?
Hello. How's it going?
Coming to Kelowna.
Yes, I am. I'm so excited.
Love that.
Okay, so my first question actually got answered, so I just made up a couple. So, first of all, how should I be tracking my leads? Because I feel like I have so many. Like, should I have a spreadsheet or something, or should I just be going through my DMs?
Good problem to have. When you say tracking your leads, are you talking about inbound or outbound?
Inbound.
Inbound leads, are they like, is there a keyword that they message you, or like, how do you know they're an inbound lead?
Oh, okay, sorry. I feel like I misunderstood your question. I just mean like people who I've been messaging back and forth who are like, yeah, I'm super interested, but like never really booked a call.
Yeah. I would have, this is a Kirsten Mark move. I would just have notes in your phone because it's really easy. And then anybody that you've been talking to that's a potential lead, I would just have a list of notes in your phone. That's a really simple, like bare bones way to do it. As you get more advanced, once you start hitting 10, 15, 20K a month, we can build out another system. But I think that's a really bare bones way to get started.
Okay, cool. Another quick question. 14-day challenge. I really want to do one soon. But when you say like collecting transformations from the 14-day challenge, how, like within 14 days, they're obviously not going to make a huge transformation. So like, what do you mean by that?
I love that you asked that question. I think there's a bunch of different ways to collect social proof. But I will say, when I designed the 14-day challenge back, it was like when I was on like back in 2016, the reason I did 14 days is because 14 days is a long enough time period for there to be an actual visual difference. Like in 14 days, if somebody's like eating junk food, not drinking water, not going to the gym, and then they start doing all those things, in 14 days, there'll be a pretty significant difference. And so I would collect transformations in the sense that I get everyone to take before and after photos. And the language that I would use is like, make sure you take a before photo and make sure you take an after photo, because we want to celebrate you and we want to show you how successful you are. So making sure that everybody does it. That's one way to collect social proof. Another way to collect social proof is just screenshots from throughout the challenge. So examples of screenshots would be like screenshots from check-ins. So clients like, just lost 2 pounds this week. I fucking love you, blah, 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 screenshot, client win. Another example would be screenshots of the Facebook group. So the Facebook group's fucking popping off. You could do a screen recording And you could be like, yo, look at all my ladies fucking crushing it in the program. I love to see this, right? So that's another example. Another
Okay.
example would be like screenshots of their like fucking graph, their weight graph going down on Trainerize over 14 days. And then like on your story being like, these are the results that we can have that can happen in 14 days. What could happen for you in 14 days? If you're interested, DM me fat loss and I'll send you some info. So that's the way you can collect transformations. Another way you can collect transformations would be like, if a client's in the challenge, they get an amazing result. Let's say there's like 2 or 3 clients that are like fucking rock stars. You could send them a message and you could be like, Sarah, I got a question for you. And it's a little bit weird, but I want to ask ... And they'll be like, yeah, sure. What's up? And they'll be like, and then you're like, did you like working with me as a coach? And they'll be like, of course, I fucking loved you. You were the best. And you could be like, great. So I was wondering if you would do me a favor and film me a short 60 to 90-second testimonial. It doesn't have to be long or professional or anything like that. Just answering 3 main questions. Number 1, what was your biggest hesitation before working with me? Number 2, what were the specific results that we got together? And number 3, would you recommend me to others as your coach? I would absolutely love that. You can just film it like you're talking to your Instagram stories. So give them very specific direction. And that's like a bunch of different ways to collect social proof.
Sweet. Thank you. And I also forgot to say a win. I signed 4 new clients this week.
Bam. I love that. What are you at per month right now?
$5,000.
Coming for 10K.
Fuck yeah.
That feels good. I feel like this event is going to be the thing that breaks you through the 10. That's fucking sick.
I think so too. I can't wait. Anyway, thank you so much.
I hope you have the best day of your entire life. Bye. Daniel, what's up, brother?
Can you hear me?
I sure can.
Fantastic. All right, you guys. So huge win is being on this call. Super excited. Been listening to this podcast for a long, long time. So it's awesome to be on here. Awesome to raise the hand, all that good stuff. So super excited to be here.
Yeah.
My question, for sure. My question is definitely has to do with content. So I definitely feel like I'm struggling with that.
Yep.
My avatar is busy parents who want to lose 5 to 10 pounds before being called fat by their own child. But what I'm doing is, I think you said this last podcast too, was talking more about like, where am I going to find my content? I really got a lot of value from what Arthur and Paige were going through, helping them out with that, with the ideation, script writing, filming. But that's my question. I feel like I'm a little lost, so that I can get more inbound leads. But that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah. So guys, when Instagram tells you what's viral, you just have to look for it. So you've got to look for, like, all of us are content creators. All of us are trying to fucking get seen by more people. And my recommendation is to figure out what's already popping and then do your own spin on what's already popping. Who here has been seeing my fucking transition videos? Raise your hand. I think they're funny as fuck. Now, I'm not saying everyone has to do transition videos, but they're fucking popping right now. And so I like doing it because I'm a fucking goofball and they're popping. So that's what I'm doing. So like in your specific, but I use that concept, Daniel, for how I come up with my video ideas for like my value content as well. So I'll search sales coach as an example, and I'll scroll through the fucking videos until I find one that clicks something in my brain. And I'm like, oh, that's a fucking good idea. And then I write my script. So that's the first thing, is create content off of already viral shit. Okay. So that's number 1. Number 2 is put viral packaging on all your videos. This is important, you guys. My definition of viral packaging is a negative hook or an attention grabbing hook. So a negative hook would be like, stop eating like a fucking dumbass if you want to lose weight, blah, blah, blah. Or Vladimir is fucking, what's your fucking hook? How do I say it? I laugh my fucking ass off. What is it, bro?
Stop swinging the kettlebell like a fucking loser. Fucking
Thank you.
3 times it went viral, 3 posts.
Yeah, that's fucking funny. So you get what I'm saying. So like, you don't have to be that direct, but if you're that direct and you like it, then that's it. So grabbing an attention grabbing hook, and it doesn't even have to be negative as in like you're calling the audience out. You can be like, steal my fat loss routine that helped me lose 10 pounds the last 90 days. So like attention grabbing hook, short, sexy, straight to the fucking point. And I would do faster cuts. And so most of you guys just do all your videos just talking to the camera. If you guys notice my content, I'm usually like, I do a line and then I'm fucking playing with my cat or whatever the fuck. And then I'm like going for a walk. And then I'm sitting in front of my car, and then I'm like on the street. So I'm trying to like change up the scene so that it's not fucking boring to watch. Last thing, Daniel, is like adding like effects. Like obviously don't go extreme with this, but if you guys go watch my reels, you'll notice that there's like a face tracking sometimes. There's like a slow zoom into my face as I'm talking. I'm trying to do different things that are like subtle, but attention grabbing so that my reels aren't fucking boring and I'm just talking to the camera. Was that helpful?
That was very helpful. And I do have one more question.
Yep.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me still? Awesome. I heard something on my headphones. When it comes to, cause I don't know if you talk too much about it, but I'm involved in the We Do Transformation going on. Is there anybody or is there a group that I can connect to kind of like figure out a little bit more about what we do? Or is there somebody that I can, because I feel like a lot of the stuff we do with challenges and how we give away money and the supplements, all that crazy stuff. Is there someone that I can I feel like I'm very lost when it comes to trying to implement what we're doing, but also what I'm learning within the PT domination. Does that make sense?
What are you trying to do? Be more specific.
So more specific wise, so our challenges are 21 days, right? And then not only that is that we also get results. We're giving away money. I feel like my packages are definitely a lot lower than, let's just say, traditionally what we see posted. So I'm just trying to get more clarity on that. But like that's been something that I've been thinking about in the back of my mind. And I really would love to figure out a way so I can keep this going. I love this community so much.
Okay, send me a voice note, just explain exactly what's going on, and then I'll reply to you after this call because I'm still unsure what you mean.
Perfect, no worries. All right, thank you.
I got you, brother. Talk to you soon. Casey, what up?
Hello.
Casey plus Casey's man.
Yes.
What's up, brother?
What's going on?
Did Casey tell you that I was friends with her fucking brother in high school?
I heard the story.
Did you hear the story about how we got arrested?
That one's new. That one we don't have to hear.
Whatever. Me and Tim we were being fucking teenagers and we got caught in Chestermere and I got driven back to my fucking house. It was funny. Anyways, moving on.
On to other things. That was awesome. The 14-day challenge, I ran one the first time I tried and didn't really give it my all. I kind of just like opened it and then hit the bed. I was like, nope. I was wondering whether it would be smart to run a 14-day challenge. Like I want to either run it during or before, like just before the event, because I want to launch it. No, you should launch it on a Monday, right? And then have it launched the next week.
Yep. So my honest opinion is I don't think you should do shit for the next couple weeks with event week coming up. Event week it's crazy. And you're also like, if you got a 14-day challenge going on and you're like managing all these clients in the back end while trying to be present for the event, you're going to go nuts. That being said, you might be crazy enough to want to try it. So if you are crazy enough to want to try it, just be prepared to like do like work before. You got to wake up at fucking 4, do the fucking work on the event, then go to the gym. It's like, it's going to be a lot. So I wouldn't recommend doing it. I would recommend being fully present at the event. But if you were going to do it, I would start marketing for it like the week of the event. I would try to get the training plans and the nutrition plans done before Friday. I would let them all into the group Saturday night, and then Sunday you could work on launching the challenge for Monday.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. Like I think until after the event, then I'll launch it. But right now I just need to double down on my content and make that better. So yeah.
I agree.
I have been posting every single day for like the last couple of weeks though, which is a win, straight up win for me because it's been very inconsistent for a while. So I'm really proud of myself for that.
I love that. This event's going to blow your fucking face off. I'm excited that you're coming. That's fucking cool. Anything else that you guys need? I'm here to serve.
No, sir.
Okay. I hope you both have the best day of your entire life.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Daria, what's up?
Hi, can you hear me?
I sure can.
Awesome. So my win is that I'm here on the call with you right now.
Yeah.
I've been with you guys for a very long time, but I've been like on and off, and honestly, like I just want to like stop this yo-yoing and like be consistent.
Yep.
But I need a game plan. Like I don't know what to do so that I be consistent. Last time that I was consistent, I was chatting with Janelle and I got like almost 2,000 followers in like 2 weeks. And I just like felt overwhelmed and I was like, I left it. So yeah, I just wanted to talk to you and see like what to do.
Yep. So before we talk about your business, let's talk about you. What are your like daily habits and rituals? I'm not razzing you, by the way. I just want to help you.
Yeah. So like usually in the morning, I just go for my in-person clients. Like I start at 6 and then it goes to like 9-ish, 9:10. And then after that, I work out myself and I'll be home around like before 12. And then whatever comes in a day, I'll do it.
Okay. So before I give you advice, on a scale of 1 to 10, how committed are you to like making a change? I'm going to give you some advice that it's going to be difficult to implement.
I really want like 10. I just want it really bad.
Are you 10 out of 10 committed? Because there is how many people on the Zoom call? There is a bunch of people here and you're going to commit in front of 48 people. Are you prepared to make a commitment?
Yeah.
Okay. Never, ever start your day and do something for somebody else without doing something for yourself first. So you need to wake up an hour earlier or 30 minutes earlier or whatever. And I want you to spend the first 30 minutes of your day getting present with yourself. Now, you can do whatever you want. I'll tell you what I do. I do 15 minutes of reading and 15 minutes of meditation. And then I sit down and I write down my goals for the day. That's my personal process. Kirsten Mark, my beautiful wife, wakes up. She does like a 15-minute guided meditation, and then she reads a book for 15 minutes, and then she journals. I need you to commit to a 30-minute process for yourself in the morning every day, because the way that we show up in our own personal development, in our own personal life, directly impacts the business. And if you start showing up for Daria every day with your with intention, and you set goals for the day, and you have a purpose for each day, every single day is no longer at the whim of whatever comes for the day. It's like, what does Daria want to fucking do today? So like consistency in your business cannot be achieved without consistency within self, especially with what you you're not, you know how to grow a business at this point. You've been with us for a while. You know how to attract clients, you know how to convert clients, you know how to get people, you know how to get it going. So the only problem that we have is being consistent with self. So 30 minutes in the morning, I want you to make a post in the academy about what you're going to do. I want you to sit and think about it, maybe for the next 30 minutes or whatever, decide what you want to do. And then be like, I'm going to do 10 minutes of this, 10 minutes of this, 10 minutes of this, or I'm going to do 15 minutes of this and 15 minutes of this. Something that's going to get you grounded and present with yourself. It can be whatever you want, but you need to commit to it every single day.
Got it.
That's step one.
I'm coming to the event and I'm excited.
Yeah, that's going to be huge too.
Thanks,
Consistency with self. That's the focus. Consistency with self.
Yeah, got it. Okay.
Have the best day of your life. I'll see you at the event. Bye. What up, Brady?
What's up, Brian? How you doing?
Best day of my fucking life, brother. How are you?
Good. So I have two questions. One super direct. Is there any way, so you know what, if someone's following you and they're private, you have to request them back. Is there any way to get notified when they accept it, or do you just track it all? You know what I mean?
I do not fucking know.
Okay. All right.
There's times where I don't think there is. Things I know and there are things I don't know. I don't fucking know the answer to that question.
Okay. And then another content question. So two things. One, I have like 5,000 new followers in the last month, which
Love
is
that
awesome.
for us.
3 videos go semi-viral, one over 1 million views, which is crazy.
Yep.
It's literally me making a protein mug cake, and it just is going nuts.
Have you done a follow-up video on that?
I've tried to redo the hook. We talked about that on or maybe it was me and talked about it on Content Audit. I haven't redone the actual video, but I've tried to redo what I thought the hook was. But so I'm kind of playing around with that and trying to figure out whether it was the words I said or what I did. So I'm starting
You want to take a look at it together?
Sure.
All right, let's fucking do that. You can ask your follow-up question, then I want to pull up your Instagram and take a look. What's your follow-up question?
And then the other one kind of related to that is, should I do like a reintroduce yourself post?
Absolutely, you should.
Of like, hey, I'm Brady. These are my certifications, whatever. And should it just be like
100%? I'm already on board. Yeah. Especially if you got a bunch of new followers. Hey, there's a bunch of new faces here. And it would be like who you are and what you do. This Muscles Malone, right?
Yeah, _Muscles_Malone.
I'm fucking smart, bro. I remember shit.
Yeah.
Which one is it? That one.
It's a little bit down. Yeah.
Dude, every fucking video that you do about food and snacking. Keep fucking doing it, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get sick of eating boring ass chicken. But I think the reason that this hook worked really well is because it's something that people want.
Yeah.
Nobody wants fucking chicken. So they're like boring, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like this is what people want, fucking chocolate mug cake. That sounds fucking delicious. That's sick. Yeah. That's super cool. I'm really, really happy about that.
Okay. So reintroduce yourself post. Definitely yes.
Yeah. And dude, you fucking see, look, another sweets one.
Yeah. And I think all 3 of those are like in the same exact spot. So I don't know if it's like the lighting. So my next experimentation was going to be playing around with doing like not food, but in that same exact spot and see how that goes.
Yeah.
Just like
real. So like one thing if I just want to point this out, bro, check this out. Every one that you do about sweets does well. The homemade sushi bowl doesn't do well. I'm not saying don't do these reels, but like that's the thing I noticed, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say in this one, I would almost have the fucking donuts on like close to the screen.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like that would be the hook. It's like the fucking donut. I think you're onto something though. Yeah, this is cool, bro. This is really cool. This is a positive trend in the right direction. I help new dads lose 10 pounds while drinking beer and eating pizza. So drinking beer and eating pizza. Cool. Sweet. How's your applications going? Inbound leads?
I only got like 2, which is wild. Because like I said, I was below 1,000 followers before those videos popped off. And now I'm above 5,000 followers.
Yeah.
I got 1. So I definitely need to work on my DM stuff. That's why I was asking about requesting people, because I've been trying to do better about DMing people that follow me
Yeah. What are you doing on your stories, bro? Like how consistent are your CTAs? That's what matters.
Definitely not. I mean, I'm definitely present on my story, but
That's the problem. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
a
Fucking social
CTA
proof,
on my
social
story.
proof on your fucking stories every day, bro. All, like as much as possible, especially with all the new followers coming in.
Okay. CTA story.
Yeah. And then doing fucking polls off of that and talking to people off of that because
Okay.
those are warmer leads. Like just when somebody follows you, you're still a fucking stranger on the internet, right? So you go from new followers, like they're interested in you, but they're fucking complete strangers. So
Yeah. Sweet.
cool. Is that good? Got any more
Yeah,
questions?
good.
Brother?
Nope. I'm coming to Canada. I'll see you in a couple weeks.
Let's fucking go, bro. I'll see you soon. My guy. Lars, what up?
Hey man, how's it going?
Best day of my life, brother. How are you?
Pretty good, but let's improve.
I love that. How can I serve you today?
So yeah, obviously I want to get more clients, and I think like I'm putting in the work. So I'm very frequently posting on social media. I do the DMs. And I also get the feedback that the people think that I have the expertise, so that I know what I'm doing and that I can help the people. But I think I have to get to deeper connections, you know. So to really also in the sales call, but that's what we already talked about on Monday. But in general, like getting a closer connection, getting them to know me more maybe, and also to make a deeper connection.
How many sales calls are you booking per week?
Depends. Sometimes I like one or none. Sometimes 6, 7.
Okay. On the weeks that you're doing 6 or 7, what are you doing on the weeks that you're doing 6 or 7? Like, why is there such a big differentiator?
I think I pitch the call a little bit earlier in the DMs.
In the DMs?
Yeah.
What's your Instagram?
My name, but with the point between Lars and after like Lars.Burbach, Burbach. Yes, exactly.
Got it. Okay, perfect. So, what was this about?
Actually, sometimes I do a little bit of ads because and the ones with like thousands of views are mostly because I just put like 2-3 euros per day on it.
You put 2 or 3 what, sorry?
Yeah, euros. I'm in Europe.
Oh, okay. So you boost them.
Yeah, sometimes I do. Yeah.
Even these ones?
Yeah, this one like I have sometimes like organically, like this one with the on the left. Yeah. Wait, like you can see here 2 with more than 1,000, and it's organically, but it's something like I saw a reel from you where you said like it's these kinds of videos where you just have 5 seconds and read the caption, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. So my advice is to not fucking boost reels right now because you don't know what's working and what's not. So if you keep boosting reels, you're not going to figure out your flow organically. So you need to figure out what hits organically. Number 2 is go ahead. You can go.
No, what hits a little bit more, like mostly it has like 300 views, and the ones where I am talking about some, how do you say, like videos like about where I drop my opinion about a topic that is a little bit how do you say, like they're
Controversial?
Yeah, exactly. Then it's a little bit more like the keto video, and also I had a video about that I disagree with the 3 body types.
Cool. So more of that, more controversial shit. Like I want more controversial shit. I also think on your Instagram stories, we need to have more social proof. So no social proof?
Yeah, I have not that many clients yet, so I'm struggling a little bit with social proof.
Do you have a before and after of yourself?
Yeah, I do.
Every fucking week, post it twice at least.
Okay.
Right, as much as you possibly can. You need to use what we got. How many clients do you have right now?
1.
Market the client every fucking week, and I want you to talk about how like this client's getting amazing results every fucking week, all the time. You got to like milk the shit out of it. When I first started, bro, I had 1 client, and I took that 1 client for like the next 6 months. I really worked with him like one-on-one, made sure he got amazing results. He started referring me friends, and then I marketed his transformation all the time.
Actually, yeah, I'm also a little bit struggling with this client. She's like, I believe that there are both, like I can improve myself, but I also feel that she's not committed anymore, and she feels like, or she also has a little bit problems with herself. Like, so
yeah,
I right now don't really. Maybe I should like okay, this is earlier shit. I also thought of maybe like I had great like feedback from my test clients.
Yeah.
Back when I had them, but I was like, okay, this time's over. But maybe I should like. Would you recommend to coach some people again for like, or people I know maybe that I'm like, okay, let's I coach you for 1 month, and then I
Have you done a 14-day challenge yet?
No, not a free one. Yeah.
That's what I would do. I think that's really important. 2, don't boost your fucking reels because I want to figure out what hits and what doesn't. Number 3,
Okay.
and I'm just going to be direct. You're still new to this game, bro. 140 posts. So you're still new. You got to fucking keep going. It's like, we just got
More
started.
than one read, yeah. More than one read per day.
It depends if they're good or not. Like,
Yeah,
if you can
okay.
put out more than one that's good, fucking absolutely. But if you put out 2 and they're bullshit, then definitely not. So, like, I would rather you spend more time researching and fucking figuring out good ideas, figuring out viral content, and then making your own version of that. Dude, the best part about you, Lars, is you could find super fucking viral content in English and like the most viral video, and then do the same fucking video in your language. So find the most viral fucking topics that people are English speaking and then translate it into your own language. You're a fucking gangster. All of a sudden you're going viral for shit that, like, you know what I mean? It's like, that's the best part.
Yeah.
So that's what I would be spending all my time on. Last thing, I think, if you're booking 6 calls per week, sometimes you only have 1 client, that tells me you got to work on your fucking closing. So I don't know who you role plays with, but you got to book role plays because like, if you're not closing at least 30% of your calls, we need to be practicing a lot more than we are.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Makes sense.
All right, brother.
Gotcha.
Much love.
Thank you.
Thanks for showing up. Matthew, what up?
Brian, what's going on, my G?
Welcome to the fucking call, bro. Welcome to PODCHATS.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Couple of things, man. First of all, I would like to start with some gratitude. Appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate you.
Number 2.
Thank you.
I would like to share some wins.
Yes.
Just signed 2 clients today. Literally hung the phone up and jumped on this call.
Fucking love that.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah. So I just would like to share that, dude. And I think something I've been kind of resonating on recently is, from my experience, this is more when you were training people.
Yep.
The people that have the best transformations, we know it's like those certain people that at that point in their life, right? A deep pain point. But I'm seeing how well the sales go from social proof, getting those transformations. Like, how can I want these motherfuckers to show up more, right? Like, we all know how these people are, right? Like, I really want to see them win, but it's like, well, I'm good one week, I'm not. Like, what can I do more to help them, get out of their own way? In your experience,
it's getting out of your own way and being willing to call them into greatness. Because like a lot of like some of you guys come and apply, like who here actually like met, who here has been in the Change Lives Academy for a long time and knows about like Dawson's come up story, Dawson Tomich. So Dawson Tomich was in the exact same position that a lot of you guys are in right now, making 3 to 5K a month. He came to one of my PODCHATS, Matt, and he was like talking about, Chris was here. He was talking about how he's struggling with his income, and I was asking about his consistency, and he was like, yeah, I'm not consistent at all. And I literally like fucking ripped him a new one in front of everyone in like a loving way. I'm like, show the fuck up for yourself and don't come to these calls lazy, blah, blah, blah. 2 months later, he hit 10K. And a year and a half later, now he's making between $50,000 and $75,000 a month. But like, you got to be willing to call people out with fucking love and call them into greatness. Like, that's the answer. Because at the end of the day, like me and you both know that if somebody doesn't fully commit to their fucking goals, if somebody doesn't like fully commit to their dreams, they'll never achieve it. But sometimes we don't say that to our clients because we don't want to offend them or like turn them off or like fucking, upset them. But if like, somebody's holding them the fuck back, it's like, be like, yo, can we hop on a call, Sherry? I give a shit about you. Can we hop on a call? She's like, yeah, 100%. And then you get on a call, you're like, do you mind if I coach you? She's like, yeah, like this check-in is bullshit. I fucking love you to death. When you signed up with me, you told me that you wanted to lose 25 pounds and now you're telling me you don't have time to go to the gym 30 minutes a fucking day. I can make your workout shorter, but what's going on? What's holding you back? I want to fucking help you. You didn't pay me to fucking hold your hand and then not get you results. You paid me so that I can get you the fucking result. What's going on? Let me fucking help you. Talk to me.
Okay.
You got to call them into greatness, bro.
No problem doing that. And if anything, I feel like I'm maybe too harsh on the harsh side of that. Because I really, you're so frustrated for these people. You want it more for them than they want it for themselves. So,
dude, I think that's how you get those banging transformations, though. Because I either get people that like love the fuck out of me and they're like, "Thank you so fucking much, I needed that," or they're like, "You."
It's funny when I learned, like, when I really, at first, I am an aggressive person, and I think people signed up because of that. And then I was like, oh, kind of nice. But then when I started laying into people, like a lot of them, they're like, "Thank you." I'm like,
yes, dude,
like, yeah.
Dude, I remember, funny story. One of my contest prep coaches, I was in the gym and I was prepping for a show. I was like 16 weeks out. And I remember I like went to the fridge and I grabbed like a snack. My coach was there and he's like, "The fuck is that?" I was like, oh, I'm just like, I didn't have time to like grab breakfast this morning. I just want to grab a quick snack. He's like, I thought you told me you wanted to win your fucking show, dude. And I was so pissed. I was fucking like fuming. I was like so angry. And later I texted him. I was like, thank you. Because then I stopped eating shit.
You need that, right?
Yeah.
All people feel that person's real. So awesome. I appreciate that advice. So I will stick with that. And I mean, I guess I feel like we think everyone's gonna have, you know, like this transformation. In your own experience from coaching, like
I would,
you know, do you have
wish.
a certain percentage?
I
Right.
wish.
Like it's just some people aren't.
I wish. All you can do is create the container for fucking transformation. Who here wishes every person that signed up fucking I fucking wish, bro. It would be great. But it's like all I can do with the academy, all Cole and I can do is try to create the container where like success is possible. And like we can like do as many fucking live streams as we can, host as many calls as we can, show up as much as we can. But like whether or not somebody transforms their life is like at the end of the day, it's their decision. Now it's my job to make that decision fucking easy and call them the fuck out when I need to. But at the end of the day, it's that person's job to make that decision, not yours.
That's a great analogy because I think of that as me showing up here, right? Because I'm like, you want your clients to show up, but I'm like, yo, you don't show up here all the time, right? So it's like,
dude, it's the same. Dude, that's the same fucking. It's that what you just said is fucking perfect.
Yeah,
that's the same fucking analogy I have with like, you know, when trainers are like, I'm having a really hard time. Like when trainers are in my DMs, are like, I'm having a really hard time finding clients that will like pay me. I'm like, cool. Have you invested in a mentor? And they're like, no. And I'm like, what do you mean? So you're not willing to invest in a mentor, and then you're trying to get clients to fucking invest in you? What the fuck are we talking about? It's the same thing. How you show up shows up. How you show up shows up. You attract what you are 100%.
That's right. And the more you put into this, it does, it reflects that. So appreciate that little wake up call, man. I appreciate your time, bro.
Dude, I'll see you at the event, motherfucker. I saw you guys.
Coming, bro.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Talk to you soon, G. Hernan, I got you, bro. I wouldn't leave you hanging.
My question is now on my content. So 2 things happened. So I got 2 calls off my 14-day challenge. The bad thing that happened off my 14-day challenge is I had so many people invested and ready to do it. In the middle, so I wanted 20 people in, I end up getting 12. I really only got 6 or 7 that was actually active. And the reason being because I got pulled out into the field, as you could see, like literally in the middle of my 15 day. So I just took one of my highest performing clients and like put her in the chat. She was just interacting and, you know, doing stuff. And she didn't do a bad job. It was my first one. So I got 2 calls off that. And you answered that question. I'm probably going to run another one 6 weeks from now. The other thing is about my content. I didn't shoot any content, obviously, for the week I was in the field. This week, I just repurposed 2 videos, but a lot of the content that's really going, I'm not going to say viral, but I'm getting like 1,000, or I think one I got like 4,000 views on my funny content, but it's not really creating value. I had one that was getting value, but don't get me wrong, I like the funny, but for me, I don't think that's my, you know, like, I want to provide more value, but I feel like my value content is getting good views now after some of the modules I looked at, but it's like the same people are liking it. So when I'm interacting in the DMs,
I want to say something. So first things first, I appreciate you. Second thing is I want you to write this down. There's value for your audience, and then there's value for Instagram. Those are 2 different things. Here's what I mean. Value for your audience means here's 3 tips to help you burn body fat. That might be valuable as fuck. And maybe the tips are actually like the most valuable tips you've ever given in your fucking life. But unless you give value to Instagram, and my definition of value to Instagram is people watch the fucking video, then Instagram is not going to show it to more people. Because if people aren't watching your video, if they're not consuming it, they're not saving it, they're not liking it, they're not commenting, not sharing, what's going to happen is Instagram is not going to show your video to more people because you're not helping Instagram with its goals. Instagram's goals is to keep people on the platform for longer, period. So it's like, you got to think about value for you and then value for Instagram. What I mean by that is how do we deliver the value that we want to give to our clients in a way that's engaging, that gets people to interact? That's what I mean by that. And so again, it's the hook. What's the first 3 seconds of the video, right? And then the subject of the video, maybe instead of saying everything all to the camera at once, you're filming it from different angles, right? Maybe instead of filming it in the kitchen, you're filming it in the gym. So it's like thinking about, like, if you're talking about doing a lat pull down, do a fucking lat pull down while you're doing it. So how can I give value to my audience? And also, how can I give value to Instagram? Because giving value to Instagram means that your videos cause people to stay on the platform for longer. When your videos do that, Instagram will show your videos to more people, which is why your funny videos do good, because people watch funny videos because they think it's fucking funny. But obviously the problem with that is like funny videos don't make people buy shit. So my invitation is like, maybe there's a way that you could deliver your value in a way that's more entertaining and funnier. Maybe you deliver your, like, for me, sometimes like I'm doing I did a video where I'm like, I was holding a fucking Yoshi the whole time. And I was just talking about how to grow on Instagram. But like that was entertaining enough to get people to want to watch the video, right? So it's value for the audience, but you also got to give value to Instagram. And the value to Instagram is you got to get people to watch your videos. So like coming into the frame, changing up the angles that you're filming it from, changing up the words that you're saying out of your mouth. You've got the 3 tips to help you lose weight, but how can you deliver those tips in a way that's engaging enough to make people want to watch the video? Does that make sense?
Perfect sense. I did, and that was the last video I did before I went to the field. I did different angles, and it actually did really well. But it just didn't do as well as the funny ones. But I think that's the style I'm gonna stick with.
That's a good point. I'm going to talk about that. Kirsten and I do videos. If you guys go to my page, I would say probably the most viral content on my page right now is the videos that me and Kirsten do. The last one we did that did well. It has over 100,000 views. It was like, if Kirsten didn't work out, I wouldn't be married to her. And then it was like, that might sound fucking harsh, but it's true because I'm working on myself fucking 5-6 days a week. And if I didn't have somebody in my life that was also working on themselves, like that would drag me down and hold me back. I hold myself to a high fucking standard. So does my wife. That has nothing to do with fucking my business, but it gets me 100,000 views. And then those people come to my page, then they consume my value content. So I think having your funny videos be a part of your strategy to get more views is a good thing. I don't think it should be your whole page, but somebody watches a funny video and then they come get value from you. They're like, oh, this guy's fucking legit.
Last one, my power hour. I feel like, so I do the power hour, like breaking down the 15-minute increments. I do that. And then I feel like, okay, I'm not doing enough. And then sometimes it was like one day I felt like I did too much where I almost ran through, like, I ain't gonna say all my followers, but all the ones that I could. It's like, I'm not saying I did, but I feel like, okay, if I keep going like this, I'm gonna like just get burnt out of running through all my followers instead of spacing it out. So is the power hour good, or should I go over a little bit, or just keep it right there at the power hour?
I think the power hour is good. And I think the extra time that you should spend would be network expanding instead of just going through your followers. So network expanding is how do you grow your audience? How do you grow your network? And that would be like spending more time on your content is network expansion, in my opinion. That would be top priority. Like a lot of you guys underestimate how much time you should spend into your content. Like I put like an hour into my content research, an hour to two into content research, an hour or 2 into scripting. And then when I'm filming, I'm trying to make sure that I've got good angles, good lighting, good everything. Like, so that would be number 1. And number 2 would be like Facebook groups as well. So like, and again, I'm not a big believer in like posting in Facebook groups and like lead genning off of every fucking person. But like having a couple of groups that you post in once a week is a fucking good move, in my opinion, to get more eyeballs on your page. Cool. Is that helpful?
Yep. Yes. Thank you.
Bet, brother. I got you. Guys, that is it. That is all. I hope you guys all have the best day of your fucking life. Thank you guys so much for coming to my call. For those of you guys that are coming into Kelowna, I will see you guys in like literally less than fucking 9 days. Hope you guys have the best day ever. I love y'all, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Hopefully you got some value. If you did, and you want to learn more about how me and my team can help you scale your online fitness business to $10,000 a month, DM me 10K on Instagram at TheRealBrianMark for more information, and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help you grow an online coaching business.